Greetings, Shining Bulls and Shining Bears, and welcome to this, the 84th episode of the Crypto Astrology Podcast, covering the week from Sunday, September 7th until Saturday, September 13th, 2025, inclusive. Please note that financial astrology, similar to technical analysis, is not 100%. I, Maya Raghavan, am not an influencer. I am not a financial advisor. Rather, I'm a financial astrologer, using the planetary positions as data inputs in my analysis of the probable nature of price movements. I do not make your decisions for you. Your decisions are up to you. Shining Bull content is here to stimulate your own thought process as you make your own decisions relating to your own finances for yourself and by yourself. We are going to take a look at what this week holds for Bitcoin and Ether price. But please remember to get on the completely free and priceless Shining Bull Telegram channel for my ongoing crypto industry and financial predictions, and please make shiningbull.com an enjoyable, luxurious, and precious resource which you visit on a daily basis, earning a delightful place in your daily routine. You can find my links below. Now, here are the major movements in the sky that will be affecting price this week. I see that starting on Monday, there is an increased pressure on Jerome Powell due to Mars's position at the very end of Virgo. Due to Venus's involvement in the sky, it's likely that there is some type of compression or fake moves until Thursday, but at the same time, it's likely that we will have started an up move on Sunday that can be more significant. And that is going to be more important. There is then an important impulse in markets on Thursday. Leaders can do something strange this week generally. And in fact, something strange can be happening in the Federal Reserve in terms of the people in there, or some strange changes. This is because of Mercury's closeness to Ketu. To be honest, this is a crazy situation. My issue now is that, as I mentioned on Twitter recently, I'm noticing an increased involvement of Ketu in important moves, especially for Bitcoin. This is quite tricky because of two reasons. Firstly, Ketu by nature is difficult to predict because he is like a loose wire. And for example, he will often even cause two opposite things to happen in markets in rapid succession. Secondly, Ketu is going to be the main catalyst for the future economic downturn, which I don't see beginning until 2027. Please read my Amazon book for more information. So all of these recent Ketu moves look like a pre-sentiment about the fact that what's happening now is not correct. And what I'm referring to is AI. AI is Ketu. Again, please read the Amazon book. The thing about Ketu is that he is spiritual. So when he applies himself to the material world, it just doesn't work and crazy things happen. What's really happening in a more important sense is that people have to put more focus on the spiritual aspect of being a human being. This is coinciding with increasing AI prevalence in society. For example, as jobs are replaced with AI, what materialistically oriented people find to be meaningful is suddenly taken away. If the person is not in a position both materialistically and spiritually, to be able to put more focus on their spiritual life, it's a big problem for that person. In certain places, like the United States, where finance is not configured in a conservative way, which means that the civilians are unprotected, while at the same time the main motif in effect is the private sector, this can create tragedy, such as what happened to many individuals in the US in the 2008 financial crisis, who suddenly didn't have shelter or they could not cover medical expenses. This is why I find, don't take this the wrong way, Zoran Mamdani to be such a fascinating phenomenon to observe. He came to the forefront because of this same larger Ketu situation, because we have been getting a lot of important and kind of unusual type of transits in Cancer, which is where Ketu will ultimately cause the next economic downfall, again not for a few years. So people are getting future information of or presentiment about future economic danger. So now about Thursday, Jupiter will be 11th from Mercury by degree and sign. Either a really spiritual or a really crazy situation, depending on each individual's priorities and makeup, is happening because Sun and Mercury passed Ketu at this moment. They will have passed Ketu. And now Mercury at that moment is about to pass Sun. At the same time, Mars is about to move into Libra, which is the sign of the marketplace. I predict up. It could be something like there is some shakeup happening at the Fed early in the week, and a lot of pressure on Powell. And then Thursday, there's some understanding of Powell doing what he has been pressured to do. It could even be that there is someone else in Powell's place at that moment who decides to do what the president has been pressuring the Fed to do. That type of thing. Is this literally what will happen? I'm not sure, but that is one very possible scenario. Note that you can find my books and reports at shop.shiningbull.com. Please read the disclaimer in the details section of this video below. So that was the weekly forecast for the week ahead in Bitcoin and Ether price. Do remember to get on the Telegram channel, and do consider bookmarking shiningbull.com on your desktop or adding it to your phone's home screen for the full experience. There are a lot of articles that reference future predictions of things that have not yet happened, as well as unique insight on the industry and on other financial themes. So it's nice to take your time exploring shiningbull.com. By the way, the Amazon book is now out. It's called This Cycle, Bitcoin, Ether, Coin, MSTR, the Global Economy, etc. How this bull will run and where it will end up, by Maya Raghavan. And you will notice that I am basically giving this away, which is crazy, because this book has immensely valuable insights inside. If interested, then I recommend that you read the Amazon book. So that was all. This will be an interesting week.